Hello, grade 3. This is Mr. Jeremy here to explain your practice for today, Monday, May 4th. And we will go over some of this work tomorrow, which is Tuesday, May 5th. Please finish this by Wednesday, May 6th. So today you will show me again how to write yes or no questions and yes or no answers about actions that happen at different times. You will also learn when to use the what word they in questions and answers. You already learned that they can be a who word. Here is a list of verbs that you will use in your questions and answers. So depending on the time of the action, make sure that you are writing the correct form of the verb. Verb 1, verb 2, or verb 3. So just to remind you about the what word it is the name Mr. Jeremy calls a thing Mr. Jeremy talks about. So remember to put your name on this line where it says Mr. Jeremy. So your name is Kevin. Kevin calls a thing. Kevin talks about it. So notice that is one thing, a thing. Okay, so if the what word in the question is it, for example, does it have internet? Then the what word in the answer is also it. Yes, it has internet, or no, it does not have internet. So notice these two people are talking about a computer, but a computer cannot talk about or talk to the people. So it can also be a what word. When Mr. Jeremy calls more than one thing Mr. Jeremy talks about. I can call, for example, more than one computer they. So if the the what word in the question is they, as in do they have internet, the what word in the answer is also they. Yes, they have internet. So when these people say they are talking about the computers, more than one. So as you have learned, it is a what word that Mr. Jeremy calls a place, okay? So it can be a thing or a place that Mr. Jeremy talks about, or Menfuk talks about, or whatever your name is. So if the what word in the question is it, as in does it have beaches, the what word in the answer is also it. Yes, it has beaches. So when we say it, we can call a place like Vietnam it. So after we name it, Vietnam, in a sentence, we can call Vietnam it. So Vietnam is not a person, it's a place. So when we say they is also a what word Mr. Jeremy calls more than one place that Mr. Jeremy talks about. So for example, if I'm talking about more than one city in Vietnam, cities such as Hue or Da Nang and Nha Trang, 3 cities, and I use they in a question. For example, do they have beaches? They is the what word in the question, then they is the what word in the answer. Yes, they have beaches, talking about these 3 cities. Okay, so they can also be more than one place or more than one it. So here is your first task here, question and answers. Look at the timeline. Notice the who word for the question is they, because I see 2 places. Co-op Mart and E-Mart. So those are two places. And your verb is open. Okay, so you'll write a question and two, let's see, actually just one sentence for this one. So again, you're talking about these two places. They is in the who word. Okay, and then answer the question. Look at the green tick mark. Here is number 2. Okay, notice the differences. Number 2, this time you're only talking about one place. So if you are talking about one place, you have to decide what the what word is in the sentence, okay? So here I put a question mark for the what word. So you have to decide, is the what word they or it or he or she, okay? You decide. Here's number 3. Okay, so again, we're talking about more than one thing. So what is the who word for that? Look at the timeline. The action is taste delicious. And then again, I gave you the time of the action. We know we're talking about one thing. So if we're talking about one thing, what is the what word for this one thing in the question? And then here is another picture here of a place, one place. So you have to decide, if you make a question for this place, what is the who word? Okay, the action is have mountains. All right, and that's it. So thank you, grade 3, for all of your hard work, and I will see you during our video lesson.